So you've done your bit up there in Hanover. Do I want to go and send my navies to go and deal with the Danes again? I think I may well want to. Because they were pretty effective the last time we did that. And that would allow us to cross into Sieland. So what I'm going to need to do is going to have a word with Utrecht and say, hey, about those ports you have. I would really like to have access to those. Thank you. Military access from the Ottomans. No. And now we're getting call for peace. Also, I've basically just won this war for the Catholics, which was not my intention. I wanted a white peace. We've kind of scored them a little bit too hard. Oh well. But hey, I'm getting my fort in the Reformation War, League War modifier. That's what I wanted. Oh, and we caught the Danes out. Excellent. Sank one of their heavies. I lost one of my heavies, annoyingly. And didn't really do a lot more damage beyond that. However, I do now have supply reach. I can reach both of these without any problems. So I'm just going to sit here in the Oresund and be like, hey, allied armies, you can cross over now. Pomerania to cede Stralsund to Lumberg. Uckermark to Brandenburg. Give up 10% of their income, and I get 26 ducats. That's the important one. Conversion is complete. Go ahead and convertify another province. I'm still not getting any rebel risk. Oh dear, Russia's pieced out. One, two, 3 provinces. 5 provinces lost. You just had to hold on for a little bit longer, Russia. Because the Commonwealth is being well and truly invaded. But now I'm getting call for peace, because I'm a player and I'm the only one that gets it. The AI does not get call for peace. Which is just about as annoying as it sounds. There's Castile. Castile will cede Alvia, Alicante, Soria, Cuenca, Murcia, Toledo, Madrid, and Valladolid to Aragon. Okay, so I've basically just gained the whole of Spain. I didn't want the whole of Spain, but okay. Wasn't my choice. Was not my choice. The only province I claimed was Murcia. Castile will pay 124 ducats. Okay, I came out of this one really rather well. I'll take it. And thanks to my innovative, even though I'm gaining war exhaustion from a call for peace, I'm not actually gaining it. Hey trooper, how goes the world conquest? It was never my intention to do a world conquest. Still sieging those 2 castles. There goes Ulm. And somehow Switzerland's back up to medium war enthusiasms, because they're getting rebels to steal everything. Well, the invasion of Denmark should hereby begin. Castile is no longer a valid rival. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this. Friendly troops are now flooding across the straits. We hugely outnumber them. This war is over. I mean, it's been over for a while. 90% overextension. They could have given you another province. You're not wrong. There goes Brunswick. We'll cede Hanover and Hoya to Cologne. Well, the map of Europe is definitely changing a bit as a result of this. Okay, now call for peace is going to start hurting. Now it looks like Aragon's just laughing at Castile. Or eating it. Tasty. so these two rebels should be about to go. Perfect. France is doing a pretty good job sieging those provinces down, so the knights are going to be secure. Although, actually, Chios is not secure. Morea's one, so that's all of that done. I guess we'll go and start nibbling on the Commonwealth. Commonwealth's going to lose a bunch of land here, I'm pretty sure of it. Bohemia's going to take tons. And there goes Sjælland, so I suspect that Denmark's going to want out. Soon? Apparently not. Wait, a Viking who doesn't want the world? Who are you and what have you done with Mordred? It's called propaganda. %85%. Right, Denmark's down to medium. Commonwealth's down to medium. Once the Commonwealth goes, then it's over. I'm annoyed that they managed to peace out Russia, though. Hey, 94th min. I am very well. Enjoying this game. How much money am I paying out in diplomatic subsidies? 33 ducats a month. Not too shabby. That's a good point. I can cancel the Russian subsidies. I wonder if I want to get an alliance with Russia. They are friendly towards us. And there it is. Complete victory. Commonwealth will cede 1, 2, 3 provinces to Bohemia. Burgos to the Knights. Hungary will become a vassal of Bohemia. Catholic becomes the official faith of the HRE. Bohemia suffers 24 AE. 72 prestige, of which I get 14. And Bohemia owes me 12 favours. The war of religion in the Empire has ended in a total victory for the Emperor, and the Imperial Parliament has convened in Idea to proclaim Catholicism as the sole confessional faith of the Holy Roman Empire. Electors who follow a different confession will be stripped of their privileges, and the Emperor is given broad authority to enforce Catholic unity within the Empire. So that's probably just screwed me for the late game, but for right now, it's okay. In a way, it feels appropriate that Iberia is going to be the holdout against the Catholic Central Europe. Right, well, job's done. Where are my transports? Here you are. I'm going to want one of your cogs to head over here, which is what I wanted to do ages ago. Then I'm going to want 2 more of your cogs to transport some troops to Panama, which we did actually hold on to. And then the rest of you, minus that... Oh no, I was like, minus this random galley. Nope, that's actually the most important ship of that fleet. My flagship. Goes and picks up my army. And then we can start phasing out the mercenaries. We lost nothing in that war. That was a surprisingly gentle war for us. We gained everything and lost basically nothing. Right, France. I definitely want to send improved relations. cancel spying on Castile. And we're going to cancel the subsidies to Bohemia first of all. And then to France. Okay. Too few rivals. For some strange reason. I couldn't possibly imagine why. Unfortunately, well actually Austria would be a fairly easy rival. This might be the time that we have to start going up against Venice. Although I will want to go after you in Italy at some point. I'd really like to go up against the Pope at some point. I do need to reform my armies first, because that's going to cost me probably 20,000 manpower doing that. And sure, Burgundy could be the other rival, because I have had a couple of scuffles against them. I don't really have any reason to go up against the Commonwealth. And really, having a powerful Burgundy is a good thing for us as well, because it's keeping France in check. So all of these subsidies should be gone. Still paying harbour fees to Utrecht, which we can cancel. Let's wait until the ships are home. And we are still coring, and in fact that is about to be finished. When's the next technology? 6 years. Seeing as it's December already. Didn't get any of the southern provinces. Oh, that was against Portugal. A bit disappointing. And rebels, which my minions definitely not going to be able to fight. So I think I am going to send my transports. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. To go and help with those rebels. And there are the corps. So I need to make a couple more states. Castile and Toledo. And all of this is going to need to get converted to. However, you're still converting. You have been converted, so I'm going to switch you to local trade power so you can keep pushing money through there. You still need to be converted. You still need to be converted. And then we're up to that. Okay. And we have a free colonist who was working in Panama. I don't know if this is still going to count as expelling the minority or not. I'm not sure it will. Right, and you two. Oh, you can just come over here. That's fine. Apparently I've lost my military access through France. Really? Apparently so. Not anymore. Okay. Good. Speed 4. Let the recovery begin. Religious tensions. The situation in Tirana is getting close to unbearable. The citizens are refusing to accept the preaching of the missionary we sent there a short while ago, and he fears for his life. 50% chance of a revolt, or they pay me less money for a year. I'll take the less money for a year. It's only one province. Group. Jump on the ships. And then we will send the ships over to Panama. The Great Comet. Mysterious phenomena in the night sky have been interpreted as bad omens or signs of the end times. An exceptionally noticeable such phenomenon, a Great Comet, has been visible recently, causing more of a stir than usual. Antoni Villamari, however, has taken the opportunity to closely observe the comet's movements. The result has been a scientific work that tells us much about the object's distance from us and dispels many old superstitions about comets. While it appears uncertain if the commoners will remember this in the future, this comet has provided more insight than fear. I like that event. Do I want to get superior firepower or guarantee myself the technology? I think I'm going to go ahead and get superior firepower and then hopefully get the technology after that. And you lot can go ahead and get rid of the mercenaries. And then build yourselves up to full strength, which is 12 stack. And also start drilling again. Perfecto! Right, you're taking a bunch of naval attrition, that's fine. Portugal, I would love to know about Coromandel. Please and thank you. Thank you. And Bengal or Gujarat? I'm going to say Gujarat. Which you've not actually done any... Oh, that's the Arabian Sea, except it's not. Deccan? Hindustan, maybe? Which I can't do anything with either. Deccan, then. Western India is what it's called. Alright, well I know that for next time. You may as well head back here if you can. I honestly have my doubts. In fact, I'd be astonished if you do. But hey, we can try. Our efforts to develop the Cape Coast go on, but now some of the settlers have rejected our capital city and begun establishing a new settlement quite far from the original. More people, more taxes. It's fine. Meanwhile, we have arrived in Havana, where we have decimated their rebel forces, and then with that we will return home. And just like that, our armies are being nicely rebuilt, making a good amount of money, coring everything. There goes the ship from the Mozambique Channel. We do still want to try and get a colony down here if we can. Although we'll want one in Congo too. Oh, that's all West Africa. Actually, no. And that's all Ivory Coast. We should be okay. Although there is another centre of trade right here. We should try and take those centres of trade while we can. It does make a lot of sense. And yeah, we need to convert Iberia as soon as possible. Ah, self-sustaining. Excellent. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and grab Calabar. I need more colonists. Humphrey Appleby has died. Oh, Humpy. Relations with you could definitely be improved. And with the French, good enough for the time being. We did gain quite a lot of aggressive expansion as a result of that conquest. Britain's taking their sweet time converting it. Oh, Morocco's conquering Castile. I'm still astonished how little fight Castile put up. Like, where were their armies throughout all of that? I don't think we saw them once. How's the colonization going? Slowly but steadily. Let's go ahead and delete those. Start you drilling. And bring you back up to 12,000. Okay, you need a new general. My army tradition 75, so we're getting really quite good generals at this point. Especially with my offensive ideas, which is giving additional shock and fire. This could be Hasselhofster. Yes. 5, 8, 11, 12, 13 points. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Really? Not a 3-star? I'm actually surprised by that. Portugal's a great power. Toledo's had an uprising. Toledo, thankfully, is one of the places where I've actually got forts. So let's go and move the troops over where we can fight them. And we also need to decide where to put the next fort as well. Probably Valladolid. Kossori is protected by Toyrol. Toledo protects these three. Yeah, it's got to be Valladolid. Oh, and it's Protestant already. Well, let's go ahead and queue that up right now. That's going to be you protected. Everything else in Spain is already protected. Nice. Successful company. Our decision to grant concessions to a merchant company has proven to be wise. Our earning has been greatly enhanced, and this money can be beneficial to other things. Excellent. Well, in that case, that should really be a level 4. And I feel like Cairo should be a level 4, as should probably Alexandria. So yeah, the colonization right now is we've got a colony in the Caribbean, which is pretty strong. We are starting to get a colony in Panama, and we're doing a little bit in Africa. Although, having just seen how strong those rebels are, I think I'm going to have to send an army over there again. So let's stop you drilling. Let's drop you in a ship. Send you over here. These guys were pretty heavily occupied, so I'm not that surprised that they've been struggling. Royal marriage from Ferrari. Yes, I will accept that. Speaking of which, how likely am I to integrate you? 0%. Chance of Aragon inheriting Naples, 1%. And I really need to improve relations with Ferrara and Minorca. Ferrara and Naples. And at some point I'd very much like to go off to Switzerland and or Montferrat as well. Take over these bits. Not to mention the Pope. Like, taking out the Pope would allow me to unite my two disparate areas. It's just too bad that you're allied to France. And France would join despite the fact that they're pretty heavily in debt. I think I may start fabricating on the French. Or on the Pope. Go and do that. Who am I embargoing? That's costly. Castile. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So I need to revoke my embargo with you and then add an embargo with Burgundy. And with Austria. And how am I doing in terms of forts for army tradition? Fully maintained forts, +1. Perfect. And we get the +0.5 from having joined the League War. It's actually a really nice modifier, that one. Like, worth fighting the war and winning it for the wrong side. Join League War. Yearly army tradition, +0.5. Military tech cost, -5. Lasts for 100 years. What's costing the most money? Probably the advisors. Nope, the forts. Nope, the army. But even then, I'm still making a decent chunk, so I'm by no means in problem here. I'm going to take the prestige. Switzerland's no longer rivaled them. Lose. In order to keep a sizable professional army efficient, a sufficient number of trained officers are required to carry out the orders and the will of the crown. However, the increased demand on quality leadership is not matched by our number of officers on our rolls. So lose professionalism or lose the manpower. I'm going to take the manpower because I'm not expecting necessarily to go to war immediately. Rigorous researchers. Academic institutions are not immune to corruption, and the profits that can be made from abusing positions of great influence can stand in the way of creating a good environment for research. However, Aragonese scientists are largely above this, focusing on genuine intellectual achievements above titles and financial contributions. Excellent. And you're saying I could get that at 50% cheaper? No. Nope, I'm not going to get tempted by this. Calabar's having an uprising, that's fine, because these guys have just arrived in time. Bye! Perfect. So there's still that one province. And then once we have 3 centres of trade in the Ivory Coast, I'm going to deem that good enough, because we can upgrade those to world ports if we need to. And that's a lot of trade. Then we need to get at least 1 here on the Ivory Coast. Zanzibar we can afford to ignore, at least until I go after Moravi and Iberina. Or possibly Betsamaraska. We'll see. I said it properly. Actually, no, I didn't. It's not an S at the end, is it? Betsamaraka. Betsamisaraka. Ah. Why does that need to be so difficult to pronounce? Toledo has been converted. So we're going to go ahead and convert Madrid, I think. Thankfully, we've got really good conversion abilities. And are we drilling again? We're not. Get back to work. And you need to go and kill the rebels.